What's up, guys? I'm back playing some PokeMMO PvP. I'm back with my fan team, except I made one change. I switched out my Ninjask for a Mamoswine, actually, and I'm actually up to 10 wins in a row. So hopefully we can make this 11. Looks like we're facing a Trick Room team, so this will be quite an interesting game. I think a lot of times they like to lead with like a Dragonite here, or they're going to lead with their Hydreigon. I think Rotom. Well, maybe Gliscor and just protect right away would be a good play. Okay, Bronzong comes in. My Gliscor doesn't really have the greatest matchup against Bronzong unless I can Earthquake him, which well, first I'm gonna Stealth Rock. Okay, and he also Stealth Rocks. Now, on my team, I don't really have any way of getting rid of Stealth Rock, but luckily my team doesn't really get too bothered by it. I'm going to try throwing off an Earthquake here. Okay, yeah, he is Levitate, so we'll be able to do quite a bit of damage with a Fire-type move. So, like Garchomp, Rotom, maybe with a Volt Switch. Gyro Ball won't do much damage to Rotom, unless maybe he uses Toxic. Okay, he goes for Trick Room. And then probably Toxic is coming up next. Trick is always a good move. I'm going to try tricking here. As he goes into Conkeldurr, so Conkeldurr will not have his Flame Orb. And my Rotom's going to be burned, but it's not the worst thing in the world. We are going to... I think Hydro Pump is a good play here. As he goes for Ice Punch, maybe he was predicting me to switch out. I don't know. But now he's locked into Ice Punch. And I do think Volt Switch will take him out. Doesn't have anything to block Volt Switch, so I'm going to Volt Switch here. As he goes into Bronzong. Now I think Garchomp with Flamethrower is the play here. Because this Bronzong is actually a problem for me. I'm guessing he'll either Gyro Ball or Toxic me. But I really want to get off this Flamethrower damage. Okay, he goes for Gyro Ball. Does quite a bit of damage. Hopefully Flamethrower takes him out. Oh, he has an Oka Berry? Okay. And the Twisted Dimension returned to normal, so Flamethrower should take him out here. Alright, sweet. Got rid of his Trick Room setter. Conkeldurr comes back in. Probably came in to Mach Punch me. So if he goes for Mach Punch... But he could also go for Ice Punch. So I'm actually going to Earthquake here. Yeah, he was going for Ice Punch there, anticipating me to switch into Gliscor. Now Scizor will probably Bullet Punch me here. Do I really need my Garchomp or anybody? I mean, it would be nice to keep my Garchomp around. So I am thinking about going to Rotom here. Just in case of a Bullet Punch. But then again, Rotom is kind of low. So I'm going to try Flamethrowing here. Okay, he does go for Bullet Punch. I'm going to go for Rotom here. And I'm going to click Trick. We'll see who comes in on the Flame Orb. Okay, goes for Close Combat. Okay, so we are going to be able to burn the Scizor here, which is great. And I got a Flying Gem. Try Volt switching just in case he swaps out. I doubt he'll swap, but like it's not really worth for me to swap out at this point because I'll come in on rocks and just die. Okay, and yes, he does go for Bullet Punch. Now we're going to go into Gliscor here. I really want to click Toxic just in case he swaps out. But if Reuniclus comes in on the Toxic, that's not really the greatest thing in the world. I'm going to Protect here because he'll probably try and U-turn, if anything. I really don't think he'll hard swap. He actually goes for Acrobatics, which wouldn't really do much damage to me. I'm gonna try Earthquake here. I know he could probably swap into his Dragonite or his Hydreigon. Or he'll just go for Acrobatics again, which will do like no damage to me. But my Mamoswine should be able to take on the Dragonite, especially after Rock's damage. And then we just need to get some decent damage on to the Hydreigon in order to take the Hydreigon out. There we took care of Scizor, and Gliscor is almost full health. In comes Hydreigon, anticipating a... I am anticipating... Well, he could have sub too. So we do kind of have to go to T-Tar here. T-Tar is especially defensive, so should be able to take on Hydreigon pretty well. Goes for Dragon Pulse, which doesn't do too much damage. And now okay, he forfeits. So there we go. We got 11 wins in a row. Guido. And I'll be right back with the next game. Alrighty, we are hopping into another game. Let's see who we face. Looks like Hyper Offense. I'm going to lead with my Gliscor here. Gliscor is normally a pretty good lead. They lead with Dragonite, so we are going to be able to throw off a Toxic right away. Goes into Starmie, which makes a lot of sense, just in case I would have. And of course I missed. Luckily Starmie, against a full health Tyranitar, I am able to Pursuit Trap him. And he's leftovers. I'm gonna Pursuit. And we do get him on the Pursuit. And Pursuit Trap works like a charm. So we get rid of the Starmie, which is amazing because my team does not like Starmie very much. Goes into his Scizor. Gliscor is my counter to Scizor. And he goes for Sword Stance, so we do have to Earthquake him here and get damage. He Sword Stances twice. That might be an issue. Let's see how much Earthquake does. Okay, he does have Life Orb as well, so at least he's on a timer. I'm gonna Protect here, and then I'm gonna swap into my Rotom afterwards. Okay, he goes for Bug Bite. anything to kill me, I guess. My Scizor could probably take that a lot better than my Rotom. So I'm gonna go with Scizor here, in case he goes for Bug Bite again. Goes for Bullet Punch. Still does a ton of damage, but luckily that Scizor is gone. In comes Volcarona. Volcarona is not a huge issue for my team because I do have Tyranitar and I can Stone Edge. I just need Stone Edge to connect. Yeah, I really just need Stone Edge to connect here. Goes for Bug Buzz. Super effective. Please, Stone Edge, please. Yes, okay. Get rid of Volcarona, luckily. I did not need that crit. Now I don't really need T-Tar anymore because he's more specially defensive anyway. Okay, and he forfeited, so pick of our next win. Sweeto, sweeto. Here we go. We're hopping into our third match, and let's see who we got. Looks like it is a rain team. So luckily I do have T-Tar to set up the sand in case they want to set up rain. So every time they have Pelipper in, we are going to go into T-Tar. To start, Rotom always has a really great matchup against rain teams. As I start with Seismitoad, I know Seismitoad has Power Whip, so I am a little bit scared of that. And he might have Water Absorb as well, instead of Swift Swim. I am really afraid of Power Whip, actually. But he probably goes for Stealth Rock here, to be honest. And he probably has Swift Swim. I'm gonna trick him. So if he goes into rocks, he's stuck. Okay, so now he is stuck in rocks. So I'm gonna Volt Switch on whatever comes in. And in comes Toxicroak, so we're gonna get off some nice damage here. So yeah, some really, really nice damage. Like, we could go into Scizor and just click Bullet Punch. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go into Scizor and click Bullet Punch. Okay, he has Sucker Punch. So he does a little bit of damage to me, but we get rid of Toxicroak. So right now the game's looking pretty good for me. In comes Pelipper. We're gonna go straight into my T-Tar. We must set up rain, or set up sand. Goes for U-turn, which makes a lot of sense. Luckily, it doesn't do too much damage to my Tyranitar. And it goes into Scizor. Scizor is probably clicking U-turn as well. We're gonna go into Gliscor. Probably U-turning straight into his Pelipper. So I don't want to be stuck in this vortex, so I am going to click Toxic here. Actually, I'm gonna click Protect. He probably clicks Surf or U-turn. Goes for Scald. I'm gonna go into Rotom. As he predicts the Rotom play. Goes into Scizor. What does Scizor have? I'm not really sure, but I think I can just Volt Switch here. I'm taking lots of rocks damage, which is really unfortunate. I really would like to get up my own rocks. In comes Gliscor. U-turns probably into Kingdra. Kingdra is a great play here. Seismitoad, actually. We're gonna protect. Gotta get the health back on my Gliscor. Goes for Weather Ball. So I'm gonna go into my T-Tar here. Because if it's Weather Ball Rock, it shouldn't do too much damage to me. Yeah, it does like no damage. Then we're gonna try crunching. Goes for Weather Ball again. Oh yeah, he is scarfed, so we will be able to take this thing out. I'm gonna go. Oh, maybe this wasn't the right play, but I really do want to get it rocked. Yeah, that did quite a bit of damage. But it shouldn't kill me. I don't think so. We're gonna Stealth Rock here. He goes into Pelipper. We're gonna protect. Must sustain my health. And watch him go for U-turn. But I also don't really want to risk it. So we're gonna go to Rotom here. Hopefully he clicks Scald. Alright, sweet. So we are gonna be able to get some Volt Switch damage off. Hopefully. I think. Yeah. Actually, is Seismitoad ground? Yeah, I think Seismitoad is ground. Rotom can be quite good, so I do want to keep him around. But I also want to see what he plays. Yeah, he goes for Weather Ball. Man, maybe I should have got rid of this Seismitoad when I had the chance. We're gonna go to T-Tar here. Crunch. I'm gonna have to swap out next time. I do need my T-Tar around to change the weather. Luckily, I'm pretty sure he does survive against the rocks. So here we're going into Scizor. Goes into his own Scizor. I think Bullet Punch will kill, actually. Maybe not, though. So I'm gonna click U-turn instead. And I don't want to go T-Tar because he's gonna bring in Pelipper. Kingdra is a menace. We'll go to Gliscor here and click Protect. Unless Kabutops comes in, and if Kabutops comes in, then I am worried about the Sword Stance. And yes, I am definitely worried about sword stance here, so I do want an earthquake. Okay, he did make the right play with waterfall. We have to go tar and get rid of the rain. Unfortunately, I'm gonna die to rocks, and I'm pretty sure if you die to rocks, the weather won't change either. So I'm gonna go for crunch here. I'm gonna go for Garchomp because Garchomp doesn't have any priority moves, and it's gonna get absolutely screwed over by Kingdra anyway. So I'm gonna click Earthquake here. Okay, as he does withdraw and goes into Pelipper. Stone Edge, I guess. It doesn't really matter because Kingdra is just gonna take me out probably. Okay, he goes Kabutops, which is really interesting to me because I don't even know if he kills here. Yeah, he didn't kill. Wait, we might have a chance. We might actually have a chance with 2 priority moves. I guess it doesn't really matter which one I go first. Because he's just going to click Surf twice. So we really need Bullet Punch to do a lot of damage, and then Ice Shard to kill. Yeah, I really don't know why he didn't go Kingdra first, and then Kabutops in the back, because Kabutops has a priority move. But we just have to hope and pray that Ice Shard takes him out. I am Choice Banded Mamoswine, so should do a lot of damage. It doesn't quite take him out, so we do lose this one. Dang. Alright, well, good game.